looks at it through my window. Through my motherfucking window.
What's good, fam? Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing, man. Hey, man, listen. First off, let me welcome all y'all to the channel. Like I always say, fam, if you're new here, I need you to be here. So think about hitting that subscribe button as we stay knee deep into this boxing conversation, man. First of all, congratulations to King Ryan Garcia, man. He passed the test. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was wondering, can he go in there and can he defeat a veteran, a guy with experience like a Luke Campbell, man? And if he could beat him, how will he look doing it? You know, I got to say that Ryan Garcia looked it damn good, man. I was definitely impressed with him getting off the deck to come back and get the victory, man. You know, he didn't let the knockdown affect him. You know, he didn't get discouraged. He didn't get over aggressive. You know what I'm saying? He just stuck to his game plan, and you know, everything clicked. Everything was working, man. But we're gonna talk about the reason why Ryan Garcia got dropped. You know, Ryan Garcia got dropped for the same mistake that he's been making since he turned pro, and that was having his chin up in the air, moving straight back. This ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? This was the problem that he had before he got with Eddie Reynoso. Everybody just assumed that Eddie Reynoso was able to fix it because we haven't seen Ryan go late in two fights lately. You know, lately he's been knocking dudes out, you know, first, second, third round. You know what I'm saying? So we haven't been able to see him get a little fatigued, taken into deep waters, not even deep waters, taken into the second half of the fight. And last night, we were able to see Ryan Garcia, you know, in the second half of the fight, man. And he looked a little fatigued, a little bit. He looked, like he was looking for answers, you know, very briefly. You know, but luckily he had a good corner. He had one of the best fighters in the world, Canelo Alvarez, in his corner. You know what I'm saying? Coaching him on, man. You know, he had 6,000 people in there all rooting for him. You know, Luke Campbell's from the UK. You know what I'm saying? So I doubt that besides the guys that came over with him, I doubt that any of those 6,000, you know, that paid for a ticket were rooting for Luke Campbell, man. So Ryan Garcia, he had a lot of pressure on him to perform and to perform well. I was impressed with, his aggressiveness. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia was very, very aggressive. It's like he took a page out of Canelo's book. You know, lately, ever since that second Triple G fight, every fight that Canelo has fought, he's been aggressive. You know what I'm saying? He has been going after guys, you know, relentlessly. And it looks like Ryan Garcia has done the same thing. You know what I mean? There was times when he was overzealous, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he wanted to make a statement like he should have wanted. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to make a statement. So he went in there, man, and he tried his best to get Campbell out of there early. But like I said, Campbell's a veteran. You know, Campbell was able to, show some resistance to Ryan Garcia, early on in the fight. I did have Ryan Garcia, you know, winning most of the rounds. I think I gave Campbell 2 rounds, the round where he knocked Garcia down and maybe another round. But other than that, it was all Ryan Garcia, man. So hats off to Ryan Garcia. He passed the test. He beat a guy who, you know, I didn't think he could beat. I said, if Ryan Garcia doesn't knock Luke Campbell out in the first couple rounds and the fight goes to the second half of the fight, I was counting on Campbell's experience, you know what I'm saying, to win the fight, you know what I mean? Because I've seen Ryan Garcia in the past, you know, go past the second half of the fight and get very defensively irresponsible, man. You know what I'm saying? Get hit with shots he shouldn't get hit with. Like he got caught backing straight up with his chin in the air. You know what I'm saying? But if you think about the shot that Luke Campbell was able to hit him with, you know what I mean? He was digging down to the body, then came over the top with the shot. It was almost reminiscent of the shot that Manny Pacquiao caught Keith Thurman with. If you think about it, Keith Thurman going straight back with his chin up in the air. You know, Manny Pacquiao went down to the body. Keith Thurman dropped his hands. Then Manny Pacquiao came back over the top. You know what I'm saying? Similar to what Luke Campbell was able to do. Manny Pacquiao southpaw. Luke Campbell was southpaw. You know what I mean? So that was a very. I'm not saying Luke Campbell's a Manny Garcia. Manny Pacquiao. But what I am saying is that shot was very, very reminiscent to that of Manny Pacquiao. Now, the big question that everybody wants to know is, what is Ryan Garcia going to do next? You know what I'm saying? What is he going to do next? Is he going to fight Javonte Davis, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez? You know, what is he going to do? You know, this fight was for the WBC interim, the WBC mandatory for Devin Haney's title. So now he is the mandatory for Devin Haney's WBC title. But instead of him calling out Devin Haney after the fight, he called out my guy, Javonte Tank Davis, man. And I've been you know, on Twitter, I've been on YouTube, and I've been, you know, looking at the discussions people are having. Is he ready for Tank? You know, is he not ready for Tank? In my opinion, Javonte Davis demolishes Ryan Garcia. You dig me, man? Ryan Garcia will get ate all up, gobbled all up by Javonte Davis, man. Javonte Davis hits too hard. Now, Ryan Garcia hits very hard. Both guys hit very hard. You know what I mean? But I think Tank's defense is a little better than Ryan Garcia. I think Tank will get in the inside, and we all seen last night that Ryan Garcia does not have an inside fighting game. You know what I mean? His inside game is nothing, Nathan, non-existent. You know what I mean? So Tank get up in that inside, start going to that body, and you know his left uppercut is money in the bank. You know what I mean? And if Luke Campbell is dropping Ryan Garcia, Javonte Davis will knock him into the front row or something like that, man. I do think Javonte Davis is, you know, top dog, 130, 135. Many people disagree with me, but, you know, we all have opinions, just like we all have assholes. You understand me? But, you know, we got Teofimo Lopez. A lot of people say that Teofimo Lopez is the best lightweight in the world, you know, and I think that's largely because he has 3 of the 4 major titles. You know, just because you have 3 of the major titles does not make you the best. You know what I'm saying? Had Javonte Davis, you know, been able to get those same opportunities that, you know, Teofimo had by fighting Lomachenko, you know, we could be saying that Tank is a unified champion. I know, hold up, I know what everybody's going to say. You know, Lomachenko was calling him out. You know, Floyd Mayweather was blocking the fight, you know, and you may be right. Floyd Mayweather may have been blocking the fight. Floyd has that, he has that plan, you know, for Javonte Davis that he went through. He want Tank to follow the same blueprint that he did. He want to make Tank the biggest star in boxing. He also want to make Tank a multi-millionaire. You know what I'm saying? And Tank is looking at the team that put it together, Al Heyman, you know, Leonard Ellaby, and those guys over there at the PBC. And he's getting mature now. He's not going to buck the system. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to buck those guys and say, listen, I'm going to go against you guys, man. I want this fight bad. No, he's going to listen to what those guys got to say, and he's going to follow their direction because he want to be in that spot that Money May was in. He want to be the cash cow of boxing. He want to be able to call the shots. He want to be the A side. You understand what I'm saying? Like Floyd was. So what better to do than to listen to the people that made Floyd successful? Al Heyman, Leonard Ellaby, Floyd Mayweather. He's going to listen to those guys. And those guys, if those guys tell him to wait on fighting Lomachenko, that's what he did. He waited. But I do think that Floyd Mayweather, Al Heyman, Leonard Ellerby, I do think that they will let Javonte Davis fight Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? I think Ryan Garcia is food, man. It's food for Javonte Davis, man. Ryan Garcia is fast. He hit hard, but I just think he got defensive irresponsibilities, man. That will allow Tank to land that left uppercut or any one of those big shots, man, and hurt him. You understand what I'm saying? What's up, Trap House fam? I see you, fam, man. These holidays, man, I've been meaning to get up with you, man. I'm gonna get up with you though. Thanks for stopping through. But yeah, man, I got Tank all the way. You know what I'm saying? Even Teofimo Lopez. If you really look at Teofimo's career and look at what Teofimo done. How many top guys has he fought? Really? How many top guys? Okay, fam, I got you. How many top guys have Teofimo fought? Lomachenko's the only top guy that he fought. I mean, it's a very high top guy, one of the best pound for pound fighters. You know what I'm saying? But Richard Comey wasn't no top guy. You think Tank couldn't knock Richard Comey out? You know what I'm saying? Even Ryan Garcia, you think he couldn't knock Richard Comey out? Richard Comey, I like him. You know what I'm saying? He could fight. He got a lot of heart. But we got to face it, man. He is no top lightweight. He's no top lightweight. You know what I'm saying? Face it. He's no top lightweight. And, T.O. did what he had to do. He went in there and, he was able to knock him out. Now, did I expect him to knock him out in the second round? Hell no. But that's what he did, man. But, other than that, what has he done besides Lomachenko? Which is a great feat. But, we all seen when Lomachenko started to fight back, there were instances late in that fight where Lopez looked befuddled. You know what I'm saying? When Loma was, snapping T.O.'s head back, you know what I'm saying? Being rough on the inside, you know what I'm saying? Roughing him up, grabbing his neck, putting him in a headlock, putting his elbow all in his chest and in his chin. You know what I'm saying? T.O. didn't look like he liked that a lot. He kept looking to the ref. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that you got to be prepared for, man. And if you're not prepared for them, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get what you're looking for. My man Trap House says, yeah, Comey is a middle of the road boy. No question, man. No question. So it ain't like it was an amazing feat for him to beat Richard Comey. Lomachenko, that's a different story, man. He did what he had to do with Lomachenko, and he's to be commended for it. But to say he's the best lightweight is just ludicrous in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Is he the most accomplished lightweight? Yes. He's a unified champion with 3 of the major belts. But he does not seem interested in fighting Devin the Dream Haney for that 4th belt. We all know that the franchise belt is not the WBC belt, man. It's a designation. It's a trophy. You know what I mean? WBC is just fucking boxing up, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? First, the franchise belt was known. You couldn't win the belt. You know what I'm saying? It was just a designation. Then all of a sudden, we got close to the Loma and Tio fight, and all of a sudden, the franchise belt was on the line. You know what I'm saying? The WBC does not know what it's doing. They want to have a foot and everything, want to have a nose in everybody's pot, you know what I'm saying? And it's sickening. It's sickening to go around and get everything stirred up. You know what I mean? Don't nobody know what's really going on with the franchise belt. You got a lot of casual fans who really think Teofimo is the undisputed champion, which he is definitely not. In order to do that, he got to go in there and fight and beat Devin the Dream Haney. And he I don't think he don't seem to want to do that. Lomachenko wants a rematch. Lomachenko is embarrassed. Lomachenko is upset that he went out like that. He went out like a sucker, man. You know what I'm saying? He went in there and he didn't throw punches in the first half of the fight. He let Lopez get off. You know what I mean? He was wary of his power. But in the second round, he knew that he had to, you know what I'm saying, step it up or he had no chance. So he stepped it up and he see that, damn, this ain't that hard. This ain't that hard. And I think in a rematch, the fight will look much different. Either Lomachenko goes in there and gets the best of Lopez or Lopez knocks him the fuck out. You know, but Loma's not going to go in there and fight like he did in that first fight. My man Trap Out says, right, they're just as bad as the government. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's sickening. It's sickening. Mauricio Suleiman, he's sickening, man. I think he really think that he runs boxing. He thinks that everybody gonna fall suit to what the WBC does. Just like them with this extra weight class. You know what I'm saying? How you just gonna make a extra weight class? Is the IBF, the WBO, the WBA, are they on board? The IBO, are they on board with this extra weight class? You just think you just gonna come in there and everybody gonna follow suit? I'm the WBC. Everybody, I'm the most prestigious belt. You know, a fighter, I wish they quit saying that shit. You know what I mean? Oh, the green belt. I want the green belt. You know what I mean? Nah, man, come on, man. Boxing Brain, what's up with you, fam? Happy New Year to you, man. Happy New Year. But yeah, man, Ryan Garcia, I think Ryan Garcia will fight Javonte Davis this year. I don't think it will be next because I think, you know, Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya, they're smart enough to know that they got to build this fight. And I think they'll spend the better half of this year building the fight. And, you know, this fall or this winter coming up, I think we'll see Javonte Davis and Ryan Garcia, man. You know, a fight that, you know, people say Ryan Garcia has been chasing Javonte Davis. I wouldn't say chasing. Ryan Garcia has called out everybody and their mama. Everybody and their mama. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know if he's serious about this, if he's serious about that. But to be honest with you, he definitely seems like he's serious about fighting Tank Davis because he keeps his name in his mouth. And I can't wait to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see that fight. My man Trap House says, I'm telling you, the WBC is the powers of that. Yeah, man. I mean, it seems like it. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it. They definitely believe it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand how. Understand why. You understand? I can't see it. You know? Fuck that, man. You know what I'm saying? They just gotta have they foot in everything, man. Just like the Canelo and Callum Smith fight. They wait till the last minute. Now all of a sudden, the WBC title, the vacant WBC title is up for grabs in this fight. You know, poor Yildirim over there, you know, he's supposed to fight for the title. You know what I'm saying? But they must have paid him some money, guaranteed him a Canelo fight, and, you know, he went along with it, which I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't blame him. You get that step aside money, then you go and get that Callum Smith money. I mean, that Canelo Alvarez money. So Yildirim gonna be sitting good, man. Yildirim gonna be sitting nice after this thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the gall of the WBC, man. It's just trips me out. You know what I'm saying? It just trips me out. But Ryan Garcia, in my opinion, he don't want no parts of Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? He don't want no parts of Devin Haney. Devin Haney say, you know, he want to fight. You know, Ryan starts joking and saying this and that. The last fight was with Fonseca. He named everybody else. And then he named Devin Haney last. So, you know, that tells me right there he don't want no parts of Devin. You know, they apparently fought 6 times in the amateurs. Supposedly, they split 3-3. Devin, in a recent interview, he talked about them fighting, saying that, you know, he was younger. They both was younger, but, you know, he wasn't as developed. You understand? And I can, you know, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? When you're younger, you don't have the skills. You're not developed the way that you will be when you get older. You know what I'm saying? Trap House says, Face, you gotta admit, Ryan, Amir Khan Garcia is at least coming to the fight. Yes, Yes, and I commend him. I'm not taking nothing away from Ryan. This is not a diss to Ryan, man. This is not a diss to Ryan at all, man. I like him. I like the kid. You know what I'm saying? He got big kahunas, man. His balls is big as fucking watermelons, man. To get up from that knockdown and to fight like he did, you know what I mean? To shake that shit off, man. That's to be commended. You know what I'm saying? Like the old saying goes, it's not about what you do, you know, when you get knocked down. Everybody get knocked down. It's what your ass do when you get up, man. And when Ryan Garcia got up, he was cool, calm, and collected. He still was stalking Luke Campbell. He was, you know what I mean? He was doing his thing, but it was calculated. It wasn't overly sloppy. You know what I mean? You know how some guys get some guys hurt and they just go for the kill, leaving themselves open for a counter shot. Ryan Garcia didn't do that. You know what I mean? He did not do that. My man Trap says, I'm starting to have a new profound respect for Ryan Amir Khan Garcia. And a lot of people, I've been hearing that the last 24 hours, man, that Ryan Garcia, his career is going to end up like Amir Khan, glass jaw. You know what I'm saying? With the speedy hands and, you know, this and that. But in my opinion, you know, the big question is going to be, can Eddie Reynoso, can Canelo Alvarez, can those guys fix Ryan Garcia's defensive problem? And that is his chin, you know, up in the air sometimes, and he stands straight up and he goes backwards. He had that problem before he got with Eddie Reynoso, and it still seems to me that he still got that problem. You know, can they fix that? If they can fix that, then I think Ryan Garcia's career will last longer. I think he will go on to do great things. But if they cannot fix that, when he goes up against the upper echelon of fighters, the Javonte Davis, the Fiamon Lopez, when Shakur get up there, you know what I'm saying? These guys are going to take advantage of that, man. You know what I'm saying? If they can withstand Garcia's power, because the boy hit hard, man. The boy hit hard. You know, I was surprised. You know, nobody been able to stop Luke Campbell, and Ryan Garcia done it. You know, I think that Loma and Campbell, I think they went back and forth. He hurt Lomachenko a few times in that fight. And, you know, Ryan Garcia, he overcame that. My man Trap says he wasn't sloppy, but I thought he was desperate when he got knocked down, or he is just really aggressive when he gets dropped. I think he started to get real aggressive. Like he started to go after him, like I just mentioned a little while ago, like some fighters do when they get a fighter hurt. But you had the pound for pound Canelo in the audience, and Oscar, they told him to calm down. And Ryan definitely calmed down. If they wasn't there, I think he would have went after Luke Campbell, guns blazing. You know what I'm saying? All guns blazing, defensively irresponsible, and you never know what may have happened. You know what I'm saying? You never know what may have happened, man. But you know, I'm curious to see what happens in the future for Ryan Garcia, man. You know what I'm saying? When he fights a guy who is just as good as him, who hits just as hard as him, who just determined as him, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? I just keep thinking about if Tank would have hit Ryan Garcia with that shot that Campbell did. You know, he'd be in the front row, he'd be in Oscar's lap, man. You know what I'm saying? He'd be in Oscar's lap. Oscar would be holding him. Oh, Ryan, you okay, Ryan? Get up, Ryan. He'd be holding him in his fucking lap, man. You know what I mean? Tank hit hard, man. Ryan hit hard, but Tank hits hard and takes an animal, man. He wants to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Tank said that he will die in the ring before he quit. You know what I'm saying? Do I think Luke Campbell was it a hard body shot? Yes. I keep looking at the replay over and over. Yes. But I'm watching Luke Campbell on that mat. And could he have got up? Absolutely. It shows me because he got up right at 9-10. He wanted to stand up and just pretend like he was getting up. You know what I mean? But he could have got up. That punch hurt him, definitely. But he could have got up. He didn't have the kahunas, man. he didn't have the kahunas to get up. My man Trap says, yup, because he almost blew his wall. Yes, and it was well placed too. Yes, my man Boxing Brain says Ryan kept his chin straight up. He tailor-made for Tank's uppercut. Exactly, fam. Exactly. I said it a little earlier. I don't know if y'all was in here, but that punch that Campbell caught Ryan Garcia with is the same punch that Manny Pacquiao caught Keith Thurman with. He went to the stomach. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman put his hands down, then came back over the top. Same punch. Keith Thurman was going back, straight back with his chin up in the air. Same thing Ryan Garcia done. You know what I mean? Same mistake. Keith said he recognized his mistake. I can't wait till Thurman come back. I'm definitely a Thurman fan. I'm not one of these guys who, going to write Thurman off. Thurman still can fight. It's all about, is he hungry enough to do it? Is he hungry enough to make that comeback? You know what I'm saying? I think Sean Porter, he made a real point on his podcast. He says, if Keith Thurman was to come back and fight a top guy, I think it would be a money grab. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do think. I think Keith needs to come back and fight somebody in the top 10. You know what I mean? Get like what's the tall guy from Minnesota? Jesse James, maybe fight him, fight Ugas, you know what I mean? Somebody in the top 10 and show that he's still one time. And then he'll be able to get that signature fight that he wants, man. But then on the other hand, I also think that, he's earned the right to fight anybody he wants, man. He was once unified champion, man. You know what I'm saying? And never really, took an ass whooping, the fight against Manny Pacquiao. Keith Thurman was in that fight, baby. Keith Thurman came back and almost won that fight, almost, pulled out the draw. Victor, what's good with you, Victor? Victor says Luke made Ryan's skill level look amateurish. He looked robotic to me. He won with pure new muscle memory. Definitely needs more top competition. I agree wholeheartedly, man. I definitely agree wholeheartedly that he need more fights with the top upper echelon people. But he did do some things differently, and I can see Eddie Reynoso and Canelo has definitely had an influence, like, the aggressiveness. Ryan Garcia is usually not that aggressive, man. He came out like a bat out of hell, going straight at Luke Campbell. He usually don't fight like that, you know what I'm saying? But I like it. I like it, though, you know what I mean? But he just needs to tighten up that defense, tighten up that defense. And I think he could be a, complete fighter because he has the power. He has the speed. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of amateur fights. So I believe, although he doesn't have a whole lot of pro experience, by fighting that many times in the amateurs, I believe he got the amateur experience. You know what I'm saying? He got the amateur experience that will translate to the pros. You know what I'm saying? But, we got to see him fight. We got to see him fight some more of the top competition. You know what I mean? So hopefully this year he'll fight somebody in the top 10, and then later this year we may get Javonte Davis versus Ryan Garcia. I'm looking forward to it, man. I am definitely looking forward to seeing these dudes get busy. Like I said, I think Tank gobble them all up, gobble them all up, man. I think Tank is just on a different level, but then I'm biased, man. Tank is my guy. You know what I'm saying? Tank is my guy. Tank came to Pittsburgh back in 2014, 15, before he got with Floyd. And I went to his fight and I said, man, this kid's going to be special. And I've been following him ever since, man. And I think he's the cream of the crop, man. A lot of people say Teofimo is, Devin Haney is. I think out of the young guys, Javonte Davis and Shakur Stevenson are going to be, the guys that shine. Shakur Stevenson is just his skill set. You can see his skill set is sharp. Those other guys, they have great talent. But when you look at Shakur, the way he throws punches, the way he, twist into punches, man, I think that his skill set is definitely above par. My man Trap says, I think that guy from Minnesota, Jamal James, is a horrible matchup for Ponytail. I think he'll look horrible best. You may be right because he's tall, he's lanky. You may be right, man. And we seen what a long, lanky Josecito was able to do. You know what I mean? You may be right. You may be right. But I'm just saying that Keith needs to fight somebody in the top 10, man. And I think that Jamal James, man, he's earned his spot. You know, I think he was He's been 1-2 in the WBA for I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? When is he gonna get his shot? You know, he should get a shot against Ugas, maybe. You know what I mean? I just think that he deserves a shot, and I can't wait for him to get it. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Ryan Garcia, we gotta see him step up, fam. We gotta see him step up again. You know, he passed the test. I could definitely say that Ryan Garcia is amongst the top lightweights in the world. Yes, he is. You know what I'm saying? When you think about the top guys, Tank Davis, Fiamon, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and whoever else you want to put in there. I don't know who else you want to put in there, but what's that Japanese kid named? Nakatani. He showed that he's a tough competitor. You know what I'm saying? One of those guys, you know, will emerge where there's no doubt who's the best. See, right now, you got all the fans, you know, a lot of people think it's Tio. A lot of people think it's Haney. A lot of us think it's Tank. You know, you got people thinking it's Ryan. I was listening to a guy today who said that he destroys Tank Davis, that Tank was going to duck Ryan Garcia. I mean, I just want to throw up at that shit. Like, what are you watching, man? You missed a hell of a fight. You understand what I'm saying? But listen, man, that's all I got. I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this on Facebook, go over to YouTube and type in Big Faces Worldwide, all one word, and hit the subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. But in the meantime and in between time, stay blessed, fam, and keep on supporting this sport that we love called boxing. Peace. I'll holler back.
Shatter through my window.